And here I have an example from the UK. This is BP, a company that has been forced to renew its identity. They were known as British Petroleum. Today they are called BP, and their tagline is Beyond Petroleum. It's quite cocky for an old petrol company. And the new graphic profile that they are using is the one that you see there. The new logo is called the Helios, and that is a Greek sun god and a symbol for the sun. So they have actually taken a big step for creating a new identity that will convey that BP has decided to go beyond petroleum and actually lead the development of renewable energy sources. And of course, this is a campaign that is directed towards consumers, but also very much inside the company, towards the employees, because they are 300,000 employees that in 20 years have stood in defense for petrol, and now they should turn their head on and work in a totally different direction. So the campaign is actually more directed internally, and they have been very, very successful there, because of all these 300,000 employees, 30,000 of them have actually made contributions to this strategy and improvement suggestions for how do we take steps towards being beyond petroleum. So they have created a very, very strong enthusiasm within the company for this. Another example of identity development and protection is Lacoste. That is one of the most famous brands in the world, but also one of the most hijacked brands in the world. And you have been in China and you have seen the Lacoste stuff everywhere. You can buy these shirts for around $10 or something like that. But you can also buy the labels, so you can go home and put the Lacoste stickers on the clothes that you like. And of course, this is a really, really big problem for brands like Lacoste in China. And I think Lacoste even said, oh, we're going to leave China if this doesn't straight out. And it's actually a problem for BP as well, because BP, they found a gas station that was branded in the latest concept, with the new logo, with the right colors, and the interior design were perfect. But the problem was, it was not BP that owned this gas station. It was the Chinese that found the design manual and say, oh, this is a nice brand, I will have that. So in China, it's actually a big problem with these issues. But it has historical roots, because in China, it's not bad to copy things. It's actually a way of showing admiration. It's very evident when you look at Chinese arts, for example, that they are copying. It's a part of their culture. It's not a bad thing in Chinese culture to copy. So we have a little bit different views of trademark infringements in China and in the West. Okay, next factor is operational development, and that factor captures the company's ability to use their core values as a starting point for the company's processes. And that means not only marketing communication, but also product development, internal communication, HR, financial communication, etc. That the core values get a broad impact within the company. And when you think of operational development traditionally from a branding perspective, this is a quite good example that Nivea has done a line extension and very, very successfully used their brand to put it on new products like Nivea is today. It's baby, it's sun, it's body, it's men, it's everything that you use. And sometimes you even decide to go without your category, like Caterpillar. I mean, they are a very good example that you can sell other things except from the core business of your brand, because they are very successful in selling clothes and shoes, etc. And we brand consultants, we often get the question, how far can we stretch our brand? And we used to say, oh, you have to stay true to the core idea in some way. It have to connect in some way. And you can wonder, how does construction equipment and clothes, how do they fit together? Well, I don't know, but it's heavy clothes, it's working clothes. It's not ballet shoes that they are making, it's rough, tough stuff. So Caterpillar, it's okay for me. But this was a quite odd brand extension that I noticed the other day, because this is Kalashnikov, and they have decided not only to sell machine guns anymore, but also vodka under that brand. And I had quite hard to see how this fits together, until someone said that the brand promise will be, blows your head off. So that is a good example. Okay, let's hope that they are not selling buy two and you can have a machine gun as well. That would be devastating. Okay, factor number 7 is responsibility and roles. And that factor deals with the company's ability to delegate responsibility and authority in the area of brand management. So this is how you work with brand internally in the organization in a both strategic and a tactical way. And here I have an example of one of my former colleagues. It's Jan Strandhede there. This is his business card. And he is a safety communication manager at Volvo Cars. And that is his focus as a communication manager. It's only safety, which is the core value of Volvo. So he is doing communication internally and externally around safety. And then he has a colleague who has environmental care as his job. So they have actually designed their organization according to their core values. And it's a quite interesting way of thinking, how should the core values impact the company? Well, they have to impact the organization, is my answer. You have to organize yourself around brand building.